Vietnam witnessed a truly shocking medical emergency. A 31-year-old man from India found himself in excruciating pain. His reckless actions led him to this agonizing situation. He had inserted a live eel into his rectum. The eel, measuring 2 feet long, was alive and wriggling when it entered his body. The man experienced intense abdominal pain. He knew he needed immediate medical attention. Rushing to the hospital, he found himself facing a team of bewildered doctors. They had never encountered a case like this before. The medical team prepared to examine the man and determine the extent of the damage. They knew that inserting foreign objects into the rectum could have severe consequences. However, they were completely unprepared for what they were about to discover. This case was about to become a shocking lesson in the dangers of reckless behavior. It would highlight the importance of understanding basic anatomy and the potential repercussions of ignoring common sense. The scene at the hospital was tense as doctors prepared for what promised to be a complicated and unusual procedure. The medical staff, though shocked, relied on their training to guide them. They were determined to do everything possible to help this man who had made such a grievous error. The gravity of the situation was not lost on anyone present. This was a matter of life and death. The man lying on the examination table was a stark reminder of the importance of responsible personal choices. His situation, though extreme, served as a cautionary tale for anyone engaging in risky behaviors. The medical team, accustomed to dealing with the consequences of poor choices, braced themselves for the long and arduous task ahead. This was not going to be a routine procedure. The eel, a creature of the water, had embarked on a destructive journey inside the man's body. Its natural instincts, meant for survival in rivers and streams, turned harmful within the confines of the human anatomy. The eel, sensing its unfamiliar surroundings, thrashed about in a desperate attempt to escape. Its movements, powerful and uncontrolled, wreaked havoc on the delicate tissues of the man's intestines. The eel's sharp teeth, designed to grasp and consume prey, tore through the lining of the man's rectum. What began as a foolish act quickly escalated into a life-threatening emergency. The eel's relentless struggle for freedom only worsened the situation, causing further damage with each passing moment. The man's intestines, no match for the eel's strength, were ravaged by its frantic movements. The eel's journey did not end there. It continued its destructive path, propelled by instinct and fear. It moved beyond the rectum, entering the man's abdominal cavity. This migration signaled a turn for the worse. The abdominal cavity, housing vital organs, was now under threat. The situation had escalated from bad to critical. The eel, now free from the confines of the intestines, thrashed about with even greater force. Its movements, once localized, now threatened multiple organs. The man's body, designed to protect and nurture, was now a hostile environment for this misplaced creature. The eel's presence, unnatural and unwelcome, posed a serious risk to the man's survival. Adding another layer of bewilderment to this already bizarre case, doctors discovered a large lime lodged inside the man's rectum. The lime, an unexpected and out-of-place object, deepened the mystery surrounding the man's reckless actions. It was unclear why the lime had been inserted. Had it been an attempt to somehow influence the eel's movements, or was there another, even more perplexing explanation? The presence of the lime, while strange, offered a potential clue. It suggested that the insertion of the eel might not have been a purely impulsive act. Could this have been part of a misguided traditional remedy, or a dangerous dare gone wrong? The medical team, focused on treating the immediate threat, could only speculate about the motivations behind such an unusual combination of objects. The lime, though not a living creature like the eel, presented its own set of complications. Its size and rigidity posed a challenge for the surgical team. The lime, lodged tightly within the man's rectum, would need to be carefully extracted to avoid causing further damage. The medical team, already facing the daunting task of removing a live eel, now had to contend with this additional obstacle. The discovery of the Lyme highlighted the importance of open communication between patients and medical professionals. Had the man disclosed the presence of the Lyme earlier, it might have aided the medical team in their initial assessment. This case served as a stark reminder that withholding information, even if embarrassing or seemingly insignificant, can have serious consequences for medical treatment. Section 4. Emergency surgery and recovery. The medical team, faced with a life-threatening situation, prepared for emergency surgery. The goal was clear: to remove both the eel and the Lyme and repair the damage to the man's internal organs. The surgeons, accustomed to dealing with trauma and complex cases, knew that this operation would be unlike any they had encountered before. The surgery was long and arduous. The surgeons worked meticulously to carefully extract the eel and the Lyme. They repaired the man's intestines, stitching together the torn tissues. The abdominal cavity, contaminated by fecal matter from the eel's movements, required thorough cleaning to prevent infection. Throughout the procedure, the medical team remained focused, their expertise and training guiding their every move. Following the surgery, the man faced a long and uncertain road to recovery. He remained hospitalized, closely monitored for signs of infection or complications. The physical trauma he had endured was significant, but the psychological impact of his reckless actions would likely linger. His story, once it became public, would serve as a cautionary tale, reminding others of the importance of making responsible choices. The man's recovery, though challenging, was a testament to the skill of the medical team and the resilience of the human body. While he healed, his story served as a stark reminder of the dangers of inserting foreign objects into the body. His case highlighted the importance of seeking information about safe practices and making responsible decisions about one's health and well-being.